So you've made that decision, or that decision's been made for you. You're going to start a business. It's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be amazing. A recession. Damn, don't want to start a business in the recession. Or do you? Watch on to hear more. You're starting a business in a recession. A recession is a downturn. It means things are harder. There's less money floating around. So you need to be really, really clear on what you're trying to do and why you're trying to do it. And that's more important in a recession than ever, because you want people to buy your service, your products, whatever that happens to be. And if you're not clear what that is, you can guarantee the people that are going to go and buy your stuff are also not clear about it. So if you can be really clear on day one what that is, that's going to maximize your opportunity and lead you to be able to maybe grow your business quicker than you thought about. It's all about keeping your costs down, because you want to maximize your income and not maximize your outgoings. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to have an all singing, all dancing website that's cost you £75,000 on day one, because that's not going to help you. That's not going to get you business through the door. It might get you introductions, it might get you leads, but it might not get you those things at the right level. If you can keep those costs down and do it yourself, maybe just have a brochure website, maybe you do your bookkeeping yourself, your accounting yourself, whatever it happens to be, you do as much as you can yourself. But you don't do that to the detriment of everything else. If you are a salesperson, go and sell stuff. That's what you're good at. And then you're going to have to do the other stuff at night. And your hours will be long. They will be testing. But if you get to a point where you go, I can't do this anymore, ask for help then. Learn fast and be brave. And by being brave, what I mean is be brave and admit that it might not be going in the direction you wanted. And then adapt and change. That's the whole point of business. That's what it is. Business is, it's like a live animal. It keeps moving. You have to keep tweaking it and getting it to do the things that you want it to do. Hopefully, you don't have to get a taser and plug it in and go, quick, there you go. That's not what this is about. It's about changing things, amending things, being agile, being able to change quickly, but being able to admit that the way you thought it was going to go is not right. You need to come back to this point. And that's being really brave. But in a recession, that's what you have to do. You have to be agile, because if you're not, the business will just go, and it will just disappear. And that's not what you want to happen. Be clear on how you're going to support your family, your lifestyle, your house, all of that stuff. Starting a business is stressful enough. It is. It's like buying a house. You're going into the unknown. You've never done this before. You don't know what's happening, what's going to come from, where the money's going to come from. But what you have to be clear about is a plan to get the business going where you want it to go, and that will work because you'll make it work. But if that then creates stress at home, that means that you can't pay your rent, you can't pay your mortgage, you can't get your children to school, you can't do those things that are life critical. That's going to create more pressure for you, and that pressure is going to divert away from the resource that you have to devote into your business. So when you start the business, be clear how you're going to fund those things. If you're fortunate enough to have a savings account or something that can support you for a period of time, use it. But understand that once those savings are gone, you may need to make a decision to go, look, the business is not going where I want it to go. And that comes back to the previous point about being brave and understanding where you are. Let's end on a really positive thing, shall we? So recession's bad, we know that. Yeah, Martin, you've talked about that. Don't keep going on about the bad news. What recessions do mean, though, is there's less competition, because not everybody is like you. Not everybody is as driven as you. Not everybody has as great a product as you. If you can get that message out and people buy into that message, that there's traction in that message, it's something that people want, you've got less competitors that are trying to get the same business that you are. Those competitors might have switched off. You're not going to do that. You're going to be out there actively pushing whatever your product is and actively going for that, those comments, those finances, those deals, that money to get them through the door. You're going to be much keener to get that done. Your competition then, when it wakes up and suddenly goes, hold on a minute, who's this person? You've already grown your traction. You've already got that position that they had. They've now got to take that from you, but you've got the strength to go forward. That's a really positive point to come out of a recession and then escalate your business going forward. But one thing to remember when you're starting a new business is that you don't have to be VAT registered. The VAT threshold is currently £85,000. That your competitors might already be at that level and are having to charge 20% additional VAT on their services. You don't have to do that because you're not VAT registered. But what that could mean, charge an additional 10%, more than you were thinking of doing because you don't have to be VAT registered. You're still less than your competitors, but you're actually pricing it more than you thought you could do. And therefore you're building up some funds that you can then use to maybe alter prices a little bit if you have to. So starting a business, you have a business idea and you want to take that forward. But maybe you need additional income to support that while it grows. So why not check out our video on passive income streams to help with that?